Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and my name is Deji Shebanjo, and I'm a product designer. Few years of experience. And this is a platform where I feel I can give value, be of help to upcoming individuals who are looking forward to start in design field. A short bio about me. I've been a graphic designer for over 6 years and transitioned into a tech space some months back. Yeah, and this is me designing and showing how things are done in the field of product design. I'm glad to do this, and I'm glad that you subscribe to this. Please let me know what aspects you would like me to look into. Yeah, I hope I have enough experience to look into that. Yeah, but feel free. We can go over any aspect at all. From design system, not design system, from style guides to typography textiles to design systems to designing, prototyping, presentation. Yeah, that's it. Please, if you would like me to give more, please kindly subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up also, so that more persons, more individuals, both professionals and newbies, can easily come across this and they can benefit from this video. All right, today I had an idea some weeks back, and we had numerous food vendor applications. We've had food delivery applications. Well, I thought of having a food pre-ordering mobile app, and I'm thinking it's going to help a lot, as individuals can pre-order food and they don't have to wait till the food is ready and then maybe they are on hour when it came around and they missed it. Especially in situations and areas where we have densely populated humans, and we at times traffic can help delay us. Also, events can just pop up and we don't even know how to manage such events with getting the desired food we are looking out for. So yes, this is to providing solution to a problem in the human world. All right, so let's get into designing. I have titled this app Eatime. A very funny name, but yes, that's what it's titled, Eatime. Let's get started. Yeah, so here we are. I'm in my Figma file, and I have listed out the different screens that I'm going to name my wireframe. So this is my wireframe. I'll be doing this from scratch actually. I've carried out, or I've set up my text styles already and my color styles. So I have my mobile grid set also. I won't be doing that on this video. But we'll go from the wireframe to the high fidelity and look forward to having something like this. So let's get started. So let's rename this. This is my splash screen, my very first screen here. Double click on this frame here and paste it there. So let's duplicate this I'm going to duplicate all of this. Since this is my wireframe, let me just write it boldly there. So to duplicate without copy and pasting, all you just have to do is click on anything, press down your Alt key on Windows and on your Mac Option key and drag. So when you drag, you create a duplicate copy. You see that immediately I press my Alt key or Option key here, the icon changes to 2 icons. So to tell you that, okay, it's ready to make a duplicate of what you selected. And that's how I got this. So I'm going to change this to wireframes. Yeah, this is my wireframes. Then my high fidelity. Let's name this to high fidelity. All right. We'll come back there when we need it. So let's display our grid. Okay, I had my grid. Yeah, this is my grid. And I'm going to remove this, guys, and draw a fresh frame. You can click on F on your keyboard. Can see, so let's give it a few. I'll be using DEDE for my ash color or my gradient. My ash color. That's DEDE. Aligning it to my border. Then I have another placeholder for my image. This is 9. I would like to use the 4-grid system, 4-grid point system. So this is 9, 1, 2, 3. That's 12. Spacing. Yeah. And then my corner radius, I'm going to make it 8. All right. Then the next thing, I have my logo already. Let me remove this. This is the space for logo. This is the space for a text. Something like a line that will draw a headline and a subtitle text, something like a welcoming text for users of the app. So let's get that. I'm going to my assets on my components. I'm going to let me delete this first for now, so we have a very clean slate. Yeah, and then I drag in my logo here. This is my logo, central, align it. Like I said, we're using the 4-grid point system. So you can see my gutter here, 12, and the gutter between these 2 boxes, these 2 frames, 12. Then 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. That is, let's do 92. 92 is okay. Then let's type welcome. Welcome to Eatime. Let's reduce that to, could have my H5. H5. Let's see if it is okay. Okay, so H5 is too small. H4 looks okay, but let's give it bold. Yeah, that looks better. 24 looks okay to me. And then let's go to our body. This is not supposed to be. So by the way, I'm using 2. Yeah, exactly. I'm using 2 fonts. I'm using, let me write it out. For my headlines, my headings, H1 to H6 or H7 now, I'm using Inter. And for my body text, I'm using the Sen font typeface. Sen for body. enter for the heading. So I have here pre-order foods. From your favorite restaurant. And you can see that the 14, am I using 14? I think I should have used 13, but the 14 type pixel font size, rather, the 14 font size is doing a good job. And then let me convert this to an auto layout, and let me see which one works better. Okay, I think this works well for me. All right, this works well for me. So let's hold on a little bit and then go on to create the splash, the onboarding screens. I told you earlier that I said I've listed out the names of the different screens here. So onboarding, highlight this and copy. On the top of your frame here, where we have frame, double click it and then paste. Enter, press enter on your keyboard. Onboarding 2, enter, double click, onboarding 3, copy, paste, enter, and this frame, I did not state it out because my login is supposed to be here, login empty state, login type state, forgot password. So let's hold on to that. Let's say this should be login or create account. Because I work with developers quite a lot, you understand, and I've learned over time that the best, it's good practice not to create space. It's not like it's a principle, but for me, I feel like it works better. I can either rename my frames or even my elements using an underscore, or I use the camel naming system. So the camel naming system, it's basically, I felt it was going to come up or show better. As you can see, I have C, and I have small letter, a capital letter C, small letter, and then a capital letter A for the next word, and small letters. So I can continue like that, create account, blah, 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 blah. So I prefer that in the case where I am pressed for time to start pressing my underscore. So now, let's make this faster. Heading here, this is for my heading, and then a paragraph text, and then my in sliders, a button, and my stroke. So I'm going to do the stroke thing now. No, before I do that, let me just quickly come up here and finish what I'm doing here. So this is going to be repeated. So all I just have to do is press your Option key on your Mac, Alt key on keyboard, on your Windows, on your keyboard, copy it here, and then here you can enter your next text, your favorite. Let's say what we have here is your favorite meals. And then we say something like all your choice foods in one place. Or your choice foods in one place. Yeah, that could be enough, but we can go further to say you just place the order and we do the rest. Don't forget that this is in Autolayout, so to make it very, very easy, let me fill it. Yeah, that's what it does. Let me central line it so we see. You can see that it is extending beyond our screen. So I'm going to make this to fill this auto layout. They make it the text centrally aligned. And then I'm going to make this also to fill the auto layout. So when I reduce the auto layout, the text is the text drops to the next line, you understand? But then what we have to do now is we work with the alignment of the text. So we make it central align. If I make it right align, it aligns to the right, but let's center align it. And then don't forget, it's a subtitle text. So let's do, what color should we use? I think I created a style for that. Yeah, shade. Yeah. Then here also a shade. So since we'll be repeating this over time, we'll be using this in more than one scenario. I think it's just ideal that I turn this to a component. Turn this to a component. So always I like renaming my frames. So I'm going to say heading and subtitle text. So the heading, you can see the heading, your favorite meals, the subtitle text, and then bring it out. Assets, I'm under devs and design, so this is it. Just drop it there. So if I have to make any changes now, I can easily do that from my component panel. Let's put this here. I'm sure you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Maybe let me increase the brightness of this page. So this is my logo for Eatime, and this is the component we just created. So let's organize it and keep things orderly. All right, so let's go back to our design. What are we going to need next? We are going to need sliders. So how many screens do we need? Onboarding one goes here. 1, 2, 3. I think we need 3. Yeah, I think we need 3. So let's select this. It's a shade already. So I have this is the first screen. Give it the primary color, and then this. Should we do that? No, don't let us do that. Let's do this. The primary color, and then we reduce the. That's still high. Can our user see this? No. So let's do 25. Yeah, I'm sure that anyone can see this now. Then let's turn this into an auto layout. What's the size? 12. Yes, 12 is okay. And we are working with a 12 grid point system. But since you are going to use this again in more than one screen scenario, let's turn this auto into a component. Let's call this first. Let's rename it to sliders. Sliders, and then turn it into a component. Take it to your component page. Yeah, we have our sliders. And then let's go back to our design. Assets. Bring in your sliders. Ensure that you are maintaining the 4-grid system. So 32 works for us. Now let's create our button. I already created my buttons, right? But for the sake of this tutorial, let's just go over it and create it again. I have my button text already. And for this, I'm going to say next. Next. Sorry. Next, and yeah, all right. Then let's create an auto layout for this button. Auto layout 38. Let's make it a 12. And 24 works for me. And then my border radius, we could do 4, but let's do 8. We'll see that in the jiffy. Then let's fill it with the primary color. Then we have to change this text. This is not a good contrast. So let's change that shade to white. Yep. So this is what we have. Then let's increase this. Let's check out our grid. All right. Align it to the grid. Yeah, that works. 42. I think 42 is okay for our text, our button height. What's going to be here? An image. So we could bring an image here, central align it, increase it. Yep. Yeah. So, what's this distance? When you have a good spacing system, it makes your work very, very, very neat. Now, let's make this 24. 24, yeah. And then we make this. I'm going to say 1 to 40 works. 40, yeah. So let's hide our grid. I think we have a good design coming along. So let's replicate all of this now. Yeah, let's delete our wireframes. So you see the essence of component. We can easily replicate this. Let's turn our button to a component. There's one more thing we are missing. So this could be our primary component, our primary button. So let's turn this to primary. I'm not going to create a design system out of this. I'm just going to write button. Primary button. Primary button. Turn it into a component. And let's take it to component page. Yep. So go back to design and dev video. But in regular, I like creating enough space between my element and my text. I don't know, I just enjoy it. So let me see, 97. I think 96 works. So now, there was a little shift there. Everything aligned to the center, right? So let's duplicate it here. You can see, perfect. Then let's change this text. So for this text, because we are featuring a couple of things, so we can get our users to have an idea of what they should expect on the app. So we can say browse restaurant. And then we say pre-order from your choice or from your favorite restaurant. Pre-order from your favorite restaurant. Now, something is not right here, and we have to make that correction. Because of, I don't want to be working from time to time, adjusting my spacing. I'm going to put all of this in an auto layout. Auto lay this out. So this is 96. Between this, I should have 40, yeah. And between this, I should have 24. So that's the way it is. So if for any reason now, since this is on one line, the distance and the spacing between these would definitely have increased. You see 41. I don't want that to happen again. So let's auto lay out 8. Yes. Yes. So that is about that. Now, don't forget this is a second screen. So let's go back to our component, our slider component. Now, when you click here, you can easily go back to your slider component. And then we are going to do something. We are going to create 3 more instances of this component so that we can have this for 2 and we can have this for 3. So how do we do that? Just come here and create add variant. I said instances, right? Forgive me. 3 variants of this component. 1 variant, 1 more. So you can easily swap this. So you have to now. So you can rename this to be 1. No, let's not do that. 1, 2. You'll see what we are doing in a short while. I don't want to. This video might take long, so I don't even want to extend it beyond this already anymore, or beyond the normal way it should last. So we have 1 slider, 2, 3 to signify the different screens they are going to represent. So let's go back to our screen, or you can come here. I think you can return to instance from here. So yeah, you can, because we created an instance. So at this place, a variant of it. So yeah, I can select my 2 if I select array now, it's going to change. So that is how, and that's the importance of component. And any change I make on the main component will definitely reflect on any of these instances of variant. Yeah, I think I'm correct with the word variance and instance. Why am I getting confused? All right. I'm coming. I'm seeing some things that I don't like. Let's delete that. Yeah. Okay. Going forward, the third screen. Don't forget, we already have it auto laid out, so all you just have to do is bring it here. Yes. Oh, I wrote restaurants. Restaurants. And then on the third one, we could say enjoy Eatime discounts. I don't know. Does that make sense? Let's do enjoy daily Eatime discounts. Should we do something like this? Maybe. Now you can see that I do not have to disturb myself about the spacing, even though this is coming down. I'm thinking if this is a good use of, or a good way to construct this sentence, then we can say, okay, I'm thinking as authoritative text, you can explain that further. Let's do it. Enjoy discounted orders and deliveries during Eatime happy hours. So we can reduce the title now. What we have here is enjoy discounted orders, right, and deliveries during Eatime happy hours. Doing the full stop, we should not be using full stop, right? So here we can now do something like Eatime, enjoy Eatime discounts. Or enjoy happy. I just want something that can make this discount to come up. Enjoy. Daily is also 5. Okay. Daily. Oh, okay. I think we can do that when we, since this is in auto layout, yeah, it works. Cool, yeah. So we are saved. There's one more thing we are missing, right? See, let's do this. Let's bring this here, and then let's do skip. Should we put skip at the top? I'm coming. Okay, so auto lay this out. Make the gap to be 16. 16. And then let's reduce this to something like 52. Yeah, I think 16 is still too much for this. Let's rename this to CTAs. 12, 8. But it's going to be skipped, right? But I don't want it to be in a field state, so I'm just going to deactivate it. There's a better way to do that. Should we just go there? Okay, let's just go there. Let's go back to our component. Let's create another variant of this. And in this, we'll press the skip, enter the skip properties as the name. I mean, the skip as the property name. And then, write skip. And then I'm going to deactivate the fill. So it's going to be text only. Yes. Then let me change this to black or secondary. All right, so when we go back here, I can just change it like that, and that works for me. Yeah, that works pretty much. It's a button, but it's a text button. When we go, you can check other videos on design system or buttons. I think I will do one very soon, and there we can learn what I'm doing. But basically, there are different types of buttons. You have the primary. Remember, I renamed this primary. We have the secondary. Or we could call it, yeah, we have the secondary, we have tertiary. Also, at times, we tend to use solid, which is fill, and then we use outline, and then we use text. But yeah, I'm not doing anything like the outline. We'll still get to outline button in a short while. We'll get there. But yeah, I'm just going to use this. Now that we've done this, what do we do now? What is the size of this? 52, right? 52 is, sorry. 52 is what we have. This is supposed to align together. 52 is what we have here. 52. And then Autolayout. I think we are using 12. No. 12. I'm not doing something right. It's supposed to be org. All right. 12 and change this to skip button, the skip button. Let's do the same for this. 52. Duplicate, Ctrl D, select it and auto-lay it out, and then reduce the spacing between them, and then select the primary button at the bottom and change it to skip. So yeah, I think we have a very good design coming up now. Look where we started from. This is where we started from, and we've transitioned to this stage. This video is getting longer. We spent 30 plus minutes already, but let's see how we can wrap this up as fast as possible. So now there's something I'm supposed to do here, which is supposed to be okay, one more thing. We are missing one more thing. Here we can have the third slider. So when a user leaves here, he moves here, like intuitively, the user knows that, okay, this is the second screen because there was an indicator here that shows 1, 2, and 3. So that is how we roll. Here now, what is going to be here? This is it. So let me just copy this CTA. I'm supposed to rename this. So CTA is central align it. So this can be login, and this can be create accounts. Yeah. And now we can go back. Let's create one more variant, and then this time around we would have to give this a stroke. I like to use 1.4, 1.5. Stroke will be our primary color, and then let's do button text. So that means we can change this at any point in time. So let's go back. So we can now change. Okay, we are supposed to do something. Let's rename it here. Here is carrying variant 3, so we can do secondary. No, or we can rename it to say outline. Outline button. No, let's do outline. Let's rename this to fill. And we call this text. So, okay. So now when I come here, I can reset all changes, and then I just select outline, and then I change mine to create account. So it's coming along pretty well, you see. Get started. Yeah, we can have get started there. Yeah, we can have get started there. So let's fill this with images, and then from there we can take a break and then continue later on. So we'll use a plugin called Unsplash. Unsplash is a free stock photography platform, where you can download images for free without worries about copyright or anybody coming to see you. So you go to plugin. This is your icon, your resources, and then under plugin you can use your component. We have components, but we do Unsplash. I already have it there. So Unsplash, give it time to load up. It's going to load up, and you can see it's running. It's running an application here. Why that? Okay, we have it here. So I'm going to do eat. Type in eat and search. So you can begin to scroll down to see the different images you want to work with. So let's go for the woman eating something. Yeah, we have this. Awesome. And then for here, we'll do this. This is what we have. Perfect. And then here we have this. Beautiful. Nicely done. I think we can consider shifting this to 3, 4. Yeah, I think this is looking better than as if it was running away from the image. All right, so your favorite meal. Now, there's something here. Unsplash does not give us the luxury of creating our getting our Nigerian food. I think if anybody else that can help us out. Okay, so let's create our own image. I downloaded some images earlier on before the class started. So we have this. Let's bring this in. Amazing. Looking wonderful, right? Then let's just, all you have to do is click on your shape, either frame or shape. Now, I advise that you always work with frames. Click on your icon here on this section. Click on image, yes, and then you go to choose image. Okay, restaurant. We don't have restaurants here. I did not download restaurant, so we can do. Let's see, restaurant. Let's see if we can have any result that we can work with. Oh, we have results. So, since we wanted to pick up image, but let's see if what we can do. Yeah, this works. I don't know why this is taking time. It happened earlier. Oh, cool. Restaurants. Yeah, and then here we have discount. So let's see something if we can have anything. Okay, discount. Amazing discount. Discount. This would have worked, but we are dealing with a food industry actually. So we have to be deliberate as to what we are bringing up. Okay, this looks like an outlet. Could work. Let's see, we can see any other thing. We are not shopping. Let me see, food discount. Food discount. Does not look like we have anything in that line, so we might just consider see what I'm talking one by one. This is a live project, so it's not like I already planned anything for this. Okay, so let's just work with still the same thing. So, or how is this going to look like? Okay. Maybe. I hope someone is not saying no, don't use that, But let's just work with that. All right, we are good with this. Now, we are through with our onboarding. This is what we have, right? Coming along well. Very well. Very, very, very well. I'm sure you are getting value. So, all right. Welcome back. Let's continue from where we stopped. So, I hope you had a nice time with the break. And so I thought of what we could have on this get started, but screen. Let's do this. Let's rename this to be get started. Yeah, I'm sure that we have that right. Perfect. Let's do something. Let's create some shapes. 100 for the corner radius. Yeah, 100. Let me give this our margin, mobile grid. Sorry, I said margin, mobile grid. And then, so we're using 12 grid system. So 12. Should we reduce it or Autolayout it out? I think you can do 24. Yeah, you can do 24. What am I doing? I'm just trying to create a very good design that is appealing to the eyes. Now this is next. They come to the screen and say we can tell them get started. You can get them. You can tell them. No. Yeah, get started. Okay, login works. I think login works, and then we remove this. So now we can do some things here. Let's look at some of the ideas we would work with for this. Let's give them stroke and remove the fill. Yeah. And while all these can be images of foods, will be here, and so let that load up, and then we can continue what we are working on. So this is an inspiration I got from an onboarding screen. Let's do food. So we have different foods here. I think you're liking this, right? Definitely. I'm also enjoying this. That's foods. That will load up and fill that shape now. And then we can look into the other categories. Yes, this works. But maybe you should play around orange colors. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a very nice result. This is not sitting well with me, so I might have to change this image. I might have to change this image. All right, so I was saying I might have to change this. I want a different feel to this. Let's give it this another color. Pizza is a good food. I'll come up with pizza. It loads up. I really want this to finish on time. I'm seeing this grab food. I think I would try and see if I can search for orange food so that we can have something that has to relate, that sync with our brand color for this app. Or grab food could be our agent though. They could be our rider, so it works. Just kidding. No offense to grab food, please. All right, this is taking so much time, and I don't know why. You just have to be patient. Okay, so let's see if we can have something like orange food. Orange. We're doing fruits here. Not doing fruits. No. None of this is working. But since it has to do with food, should we just restrict to food? Because this is giving us the fruit feel vibe. Okay, I'm having a bigger idea for this app, and it's getting interesting. I'm having a very big idea for this application. Okay, yeah, this works. Cool. Fresh food stuff. Fresh food stocks. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, this works also. Amazing. We are getting our vibe, right? I'm sure you like how this is coming along. I'm going to change this image. I don't know. I just have to change this image and get something much more better. Or maybe we use another layout for that. Yeah, cool. Amazing. Picture of somebody eating. Lovely. Say this. But that has to do with fruit. We need food. Foods, not fruit. We're going to need a picture like this very soon. So how do we do that now? We've not got to that level, that's why. Still loading up, okay. Awesome. I think that should be, this is going to be, what else? We have pizza already, right? Okay, yeah, somebody eating at the restaurant. Just follow. We are doing this together, and though it's taking time, you are going to learn the process. It's our thing, and these are the things we do. So the slowness is part of the process. I wish it could be faster, but I have to wait. And thank you for waiting alongside with me. Let's see. That is leading up. I'm liking how this is coming along. I thought I saw a picture of McDonald's earlier. Okay. I would not want to close this for now. So, where are we? Beautiful. See how nice that came out. Beautiful. Yeah, we could have this, but let's just do this. And then for our other boxes, you see the wonderful thing we would insert into that now. So it's going to be lovely. I am enjoying every bit of this. Yeah, we are. Why didn't this work? What happened to this? All right. I don't know why it had to appear here because I thought I clicked on. So let's delete this image. I don't need it outside here. We'll come back to work on this, but in the meantime, let's just focus on what we are working on. Let's do 2. Let's change the color. Yes. And then maybe we bring in a bit of our secondary color. Let's use our secondary color here also. And then we can do something like the stroke or the shade. I think that's too much. Let's use this stroke. Yes. Let's give this also a stroke just to make it a stroke. Perfect. And then now we can work with, maybe give this the black. No, let's go with neutral. Text is different. So now we can do things like let's reduce this to H6 to the minimum, H6 medium, and then of course I'm going to have to bring it inside this frame. It has to enter this frame. Am I using a rectangle? I'm not supposed to be using a rectangle. No, I don't use rectangle to work. Come on. What did I just do? This is not meant to be a rectangle. It ought to be a frame. Oh no. 139 by 58. That's an oversight. Please don't use a rectangle for anything. Don't use rectangle for anything, please. And stroke 2. I would overlook the use of the images. I can't go back and insert images now, but because please don't use rectangles for your designs. Yeah, this is what I need. So we do something like fresh. Woo! Amazing. Design goes with creativity. So let's replicate this inside this auto layout, and we can rename, change the, let's give this, yes, we do meat, yes, we do swallow for this, need to delete this. I don't use rectangles. You can do swallow. Yeah. Swallow. Maybe the text in it also should. No. Stroke. What can we write here? Drinks. Okay, I just thought of snacks also. So you can do snacks. Snacks. Yeah, I think we are good to go. We could do this. Stroke. So let's remove our gradient and see what, oh, amazing. Just remove our grid and look at what we have. Yes. This is nice. It's going to come out nice. This is nice. And okay, let's give it the orange color, our primary color. Yeah. That works. Or primary. So this works for us. We are good with that. So now let's make progress and proceed to our login screens. So this is where we come from, and this is where we are going to. For our login, I'm going to still work with this. I'll work with this. Let me delete this for now. And then bring it to the middle. What we have here, we are supposed to have status bar here. Status bar. We're going to find a way to bring that in shortly. So, but for now, let's do login, because this is our login screen. Sign in to start ordering. Yep. Or since we are using login, let's do login. Sorry, login to start ordering. See the use of component, very, very useful and handy. Very, very, very useful and handy. Okay, there's something we ought to do, so let's quickly do that. I'm supposed to close this, but I don't want to. Okay, food. I hope I'll be able to get McDonald's back later on. Now, let's draw something to make this splash screen much more beautiful. What are we going to do with that? We would draw something like this using our pen tool. Draw it like that. Let's increase the thickness of, okay, now drag it inside the frame. Then you can rotate it as you would like it to look. Amazing. That's beautiful. So let's do this also on all the onboarding screens. Also, we should ensure that we do not overload our screens. I think we'll just do away with this, and then let's see if we can create let's see if we can create something. Okay, I think that should work for us now. Yeah, so this should work. And there we go. So we are through with the splash screen, the onboarding screens, and the get started screen. So let's go on to the login screen. So for this, I'm going to give it a dark view. I think this works. Let's give our text a good contrast. Yes, both the title and the subtitle. And now we'll start creating our input fields. So as you can see here, we have a series of wireframe and elements. Let's continue. So we have these that we would have to delete. Let's delete them and create our input fields. So you can see this because this is it's not a good contrast practice. So let's give it a text, a black here. Now it's going to be a label. So want to collect the email of our users. I'm going to increase, I've not created a style for this. So let's increase this to bold. That's too much, but let's work with that for now. Let's give it this mobile grid, and I think 15 will be much more better to work with. Yeah, 15 is okay. And then let's give this a auto layout, the input field now. I think 12 is okay. And we say example at X, Y, Z. Sorry, example XYZ at gmail.com. In the input field, right? So we can give this 45%. Yeah, that works. And then for this field, we could give the field, let me remove the grid so that we can see what we are working on. I'm going to give this white. This is better. Then let's see if our stroke will be, is it not too much? I think it's too much. So let's create a field for all our input fields. F1, F1. I think this can work. Yes, this can work. So let's turn that into a style. And we come here. I'm going to just say fill. F3, F3, F3. So now, look at it. We have a very sharp edge. So we would make it 8. We've been working with the 8 grid system since. Let's give this 12. And then let's reduce this to 13. Sorry, I need to change this to sen, not inter. Sen. Yeah, also sen. And lastly, okay, bold. And lastly, sen. So sen just has 3 weight properties. So I'm going to say extra bold so we can know what we are working with. And this is bold. So this works for us. I'm bringing back the grid to see where I'm going to align it. Now the text is central aligned in the auto layout because in our auto layout properties, we've aligned it to the center. So let's align it back to the left-hand side. Yeah, that is to the left-hand side. And then this is, let's give this 4. Let's see how close that will be. I think that's too much. It's too closely packed. Yeah, 8 is okay. It's a good practice to always ensure that your elements have good breathing spaces. Excuse me. Okay, so we have for our email 58. This is very close to the bottom sheet. Let me see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 64. Let's say 64. So now it can be easy for us now to replicate this. Just duplicate it. 24 years, and this will serve as our password data collector password, and we can do enter capital letter E, enter password, enter your password. Usually password will require the icon. So let me go to my icon pack. I have a collection of them here. So going to security. Security. Yeah, this is security, and we can look for our eye icon here. I'm not seeing a eye icon. I'm not seeing the eye icon, but I will do well to copy this. Okay, let me copy this lock. Then I'll probably get it in my essentials collector. So let me see my essentials eye icon. It's not there. So okay, what do we do now? The next thing we can do is to search. So let's search. search and see if we can get it here. Yeah, we have it. So we have icon, we have this. So it was under general. I did not see that. So let's go back to security and copy the lock. We copy the lock. Now I'm going back to Eatime and I'm pasting it here. So tidy it up vertically, and let's do that with 24. So you can see your icon here. I'm removing those layout grid, and I'm going to detach this from where I was copying them from. And I'm going to create a component for them, create multiple components, and then I can combine them as variants and rename this as icon. So now I want this. I'm going to just create an instance of it here. Yes, and this is what we have. So let's reduce this to about 20 or 16. And I'll have to reduce the stroke weight to 1.2. Yeah, that's good. Now, what we want is we want this icon to be aligned to the right-hand side. So don't forget, this is an Autolayout, and this is the advantage your work has over a rectangle when you work with Autolayout or frames. So select your text and fill container. So yeah, it's going to fill the container, but the reason why it is at the center is because your text is aligned to the center. So align it to the left and you are good. And then let's give it this is okay, I think that is 45%. Yes, so we can do the same thing for this and say 45%. So that is how we have our password input field. Now there's one more thing we have to remember password, and that is considering the ease of our users. Let's make it 16. Let's make the corner radius to be around 4. Yeah, 4 works. Stroke and remove the layout. Then give it a shade. Yeah, and then remember password. No, remember me. Sorry. Remember me. Remember me. Yes. What's the weight? So let's make it about 8. Yeah, that's okay. And then we can do forget password, forgot password. Forgot password. Now, having done that, we can make this to be, remove the opacity, and we can give it the bold color. Yeah, that works for us. This is all we are having. This is coming along, and I would like to bring this here into this frame and place it to the back, just a little bit forward. Yeah, so just add more aesthetics to that page. Now, our button, don't forget we add our button earlier on, so just go back to and bring the button here. Login. And we can bring this down and then say don't have an account. Then we can do sign up. Sign up. Yes, 8 is okay, and let's give it 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sign up, and it's a good distance. It's a button. Auto lay it out. Also auto lay it out. I like to auto lay these things out properly. That's 87. I think 82 is divisible by 4, right? So 82, no, it is not. So, but 84 is 1, 2. 84 is divisible by 4. So we have the information for our login screen. So don't forget, let's rename it again from, this is login empty state. Login empty state. And then we have login typed state. So we are gradually approaching the end of this, but we have to also ensure that we finish the remaining part. So I'm just going to do away with all of this. I'll do away with all of this. And then, sorry. So duplicate this, and this is the field state, not an empty state now. So you can say typed or field state. So I'll just do the name right. I'll make use of the right name convention, field state. And then what's going to be the difference? The difference will be that this is no longer 45. It will now be very, very obvious. And this would now be in this format, and also very obvious. But I think we can now change this to this. Yeah, it's locked. You can see that. And so we are good. We are through with this. Later on, we'll be talking about the different state of the buttons. But for this video, let's just go on and wrap up what we are working on. So let's go to the forgot password. Basically, we'll repeat what we have here because it's more or less like a repetition. And then this will be forgot password. Should P be in capital letter or small letter? Let's use small letters. And then we have a content for that because you want your user to understand where they are per time, and the subtitle text practically explains what they're heading or the screen is about. So this is forgot password screen. Now the essence of renaming our screens is basically because of not ourselves, but for the developers. When we get to the handover stage, a lot of times I've noticed that proper naming convention helps you, the developers, to carry out their work without necessarily having you to be present with them, either physically or remotely. So this is the best approach. Always try to have the right naming conventions for your designs. Let's reset your password, and then of course the user has to enter his data. Oh, I've forgotten to rename our frames. So email, input, field, input, field. So we can turn this to a component, but we do not need to bother ourselves about that at the moment. Okay, so definitely this cannot be login. We've been using 84, so can we still work with 84? Yes, and this will definitely be send code, and then the keyboard will pop up here. So let's go over and get a keyboard. So we have a keyboard here, and we are good to go. And finally, we can come to design the home screen, which is like the ending of this tutorial. So let's go over this. We need our status bar. So the status bar carries the time details, battery, connectivity. So let's copy that and bring it here. All right, so we are here to paste. Select your frame and paste inside. So that's our status bar. So we'll be using this practically throughout our design. So let's turn it into a component now. Yeah. Now, turn it into a component and take it to your component page. Let's drop it here. Yeah. Then go back to your design screen page and you bring in your status bar. So now, what do we want to do? We want to create a search bar. We want users to be able to search for different meals or restaurants. So that's what we have here. That's a wireframe denoted here. So let's go to our icon. I think we are still going to need another icon also. We are going to need the art icon. But let's see, let's check out for search first. The search icon. Yeah, this is search icon. Which one should we go with? Let's go with the search large. And then we have favorite. Can we see that? Can you see it? I can't see it. I can't see favorite. Okay, I'm seeing a art. I think there's one more icon. We need map. We want users to be able to tell us their location and also check out different locations. So this is a map, a location icon, sorry, and then I need a map icon. I want to work with something that users can easily relate with. Maybe we go with, I hope users can know that this is a map icon. Or let me use this, either of these two. So let's go back to our fold design. This is our collection. Paste your icon here. Tidy it up. Let's vertically 24. Yeah, this is where we have it. And don't forget that we already have an icon component, icons component. So you can drag that. For all of this, I'm going to remove the layout grid associated with each one of them. Then the second step, detach the instance. The third step, create them into multiple components. Now you don't have to combine them as a variant anymore. You just have to just drag them into your existing folder component, icon component. Just drag them to the existing icon component and you are good to go. So from here now, let's copy the old icon back to our component page. So we have everything there. Yes. And then we can go to our asset and start picking from there. So what we want is, okay, sorry, let's bring in our status bar here. Status bar. I'm going to create another variant because we have a dark background. So this is going to be like white, and this should be default, but not default now. I will just name it black. So now this is going to carry the white color. Yeah, you can see that. And then when we go back to our design, I can go to my asset, the status bar. Yeah, come here. You don't have to be scared or afraid. That's the East there, but you have to change it to white. And then you can replicate it to all the designs. I think we can leave this out for now. We can leave this out for now. Or let me see. Put that it up, black. Okay. not looking bad. Yeah, and that is that about that. Then let's come back here and speed up this. I think this has taken over. It's going towards an hour tutorial now. So this is search. I am able to go over this and pick it easily because they are all a component inside. I mean, they are all together in one component. So let's go with this search. I'm going to write it, yes. Foods. No, let's do swallows, drinks, restaurant, yes. And I think with that, we can go on. Auto layout, that's good. Now let's grade padding for our auto layout. 12, is 12 okay? Yeah, 12 is okay. And then, yeah, that's okay also. Let's give it our mobile grid. So we are working rightly. Please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about the video and what other video you would like me to make available for you. And now let's give it a feel. Don't forget, remember we add a feel. Yeah, this is lovely. But I'm not going to make it this big. I think this icon bar is too large. I think I even want to make it very round, 100. Yeah, that's okay for me. And then let me do 8 instead. And then I'll reduce this to 20, or let's see 16. Yeah, 16 works. Let's reduce the thickness to 1.5. And I'm thinking that we would have to reduce, oh no. So let's do text and 45, 35, yeah, that works. That works for us. And I'm going to copy this one more time, but this time outside because I want to work with a particular style. This is going to be map instead. Map, put it in an auto layout, yes. An auto layout, and I'm going to give it a feel of our primary color and let this be white while I increase the opacity. I mean, well, yeah, make it 100. 8, 8, 8. Yes, so we are good. Let's reduce it a little bit. 12. Yeah, that's okay. It's coming along properly. So another thing we might want to do is you might want to consider our users, right? We would like that the user has a profile picture there, but no, I'm going to think of another approach, and the approach I'm going to work with is that I want it that users can have their name. Let me use Alex. Let's look for Alex. Sorry. Yeah, Alex. And then remember we copy the location icon. We'll use it we'll use it here. And then marker. No. Let's use this. Yes, this is okay. And then where are you located? We are going to do Ikorodu. Lagos State. And this is what we want. We want something that is real time. We want something that is real time. And we will change this icon to a primary icon and and remove the transparency. Let's reduce this. Yes. I think I would like to disconnect that. No, I think this is better. Let me see if I can. Yeah, this works. So this is this now, and then we have this 4. Let's create a user icon. User icon 40 will be okay. Let's work with 40, 100. Let's create it. Let's give it a few, and then let's go to our plugin. We work with avatars. You can use user icon, user generator. So let's do a mail confirm. Just work with anyone that he gives to us, and we are good. Yeah, that's all. So that is Alex's image. That's Alex's profile picture. Is it too small? I think it's okay. And then we will need a menu icon. So let's work with something like this. So it's a good practice that you have your icons like very, very handy for your project. I know we can use plugins and all, but I prefer to not have to go over all the processes of generating icons from time to time. So detach, create instance, convert to component, and then you create an instance of it here. Yeah, so we have this, which is looking amazing. And then let's auto layout this. Yeah, that's auto layout. Should we increase the weight of this? Let's see. Let's go for body. No, that's too small. Body regular. Body regular should be. I hope I'm not changing what I have there in the design system. That's body regular. So now we are good to go. I think we should increase this a little bit. It's too small. 12 by 12. And in lieu of that, we have to reduce this a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we are good. And this is how much? 18. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good spacing practice. It's necessary. Good spacing practice. So now we have a category here. We have a button here. We have some images here. Images, and then some text. So let's see how we are going to get into that right away. So 32, and let's give it H7. Let's see if H7 would work perfectly. No, I think we're going to go work. Oh, H7 should work. H7 should work. And then text. I think we'll have category here, categories, and then we would have see all, a good user experience, ensuring that it is easy for users to see as many categories as they desire to see. yeah, this is this. And then now you might have to move this out. We're approaching the end of this design. Thank you for staying up to this hour. It's been fun. It's been amazing. Trying to wrap things up as fast as possible. So it's a frame, right? So let's bring in a frame. When I was creating my wireframe, so I think I have to speed this up as fast as possible now. I already created some pictures, so in a subsequent video, I'm going to teach you how this can be done. But for now, let's just do this, what should be our first, image. So let's do snacks first. Snacks. And then we'll do, yeah, snacks. Looking good, right? Let's do a black text. Let's autolay it out because we have to convert it to a component as we have multiple of it. And then we are going to convert it into an autolayer one more time. Yes, but this time we reduce it to 8 and give it a feel of white. And it's looking amazing. I think the FD. Now this should be FD. And then, or let's make this background a little bit deeper. FC. Because I want the white here to display properly, and then we can do FE for our cards. Yeah, so we have 8. So this is what we have here. Don't forget we have to make it. We can do 8. 8 is okay. 8 is okay. So but before we go on, let's just make this into a component so that we can have good. This is what we did. You understand? I think we should make this 4 is okay. And if we should do 6, is that going to work for us? We've been using 8 all this while. So let's do category. Let's rename it to category cards. Category cards works. We're having 10 here. 10 where? So let me see. We're having what here? 4. Is 0 a good practice? Is 0 a good practice? Okay, it's not a bad practice. But instead of doing, we could do 4. Let's just do 4. And then we have 4. Is that okay? No. It's not okay. So I think we are having something somewhere that we don't need. 10. So let's make this 10. I think it's going to help our design better. Yeah, so that's 8 for us. And then let's make this ice cream. Ice cream. Let's create more of it. This can be pizza. Okay, no, not pizza. Yeah, pizza, but yeah, pizza. Pizza. And maybe this is swallow. Swallow. Yeah, I'm able to easily do all of this without going to Unsplash because I already created them. I think our swallow is here. And then finally, we can do drinks here. Drinks. So, drinks. Now let's create an auto layout for this. Let's see if 4 will be okay. I think 8 is okay. And then I'm going to do something. I'm going to create a stroke around it to show that if a user clicks on this thing, this is what it does. Oh, excuse me. Dot 5. The stroke will be dashed and will be orange in color. Yeah, let's remove our grid and look at what we have. Beautiful. Very beautiful. And yeah, I think that works for us. And we can clip content such that, oh my, so it can be a scrollable card. So I'm going to create one more, but that will be of course inside. You can see that it is inside it, but you can't see it because it is scrollable. I think I would need to use 8 so that, yeah, so that users can know that it is a scrollable. Now let's create this. Before that, let's turn this to an orange. Make this a medium, yeah, this is good. We are going to utilize this more. So 24, we've been using 32, right? I think 32 works. So now let's go to nearby restaurants. Nearby restaurant. I think it's better to use fill. And then we can reduce this. Say fill. All right, yeah. So nearby restaurant, and we are going to, the cards are bigger, so we have to remove this. We no longer need these cards anymore. Let's work with this frame. In all of this, I'm sure that you're getting value for what you are listening to. So H7, 12 distance. Let's do the foodie. Restaurants. I will need a card, so let me quickly grab the card. So I've gotten my cards. I just have to, I think I don't need to do this all over. Let me just bring this here. Yeah, like that. We're using 12 here, so we'll use 12 here still. 3, 4. And then let's replicate this 2 times. And one more time. So our users can scroll. Then clip this so that we can have it like this. Then I'm going to change this image to what we have here, yeah. And then this to this, yes. So let's change this name to body. Oh, I see what happened now. I see what happened now. So let's just use heading 7 for this. it was supposed to be 13. Permit me, I'll have to detach this. I don't want this video to pass more than this level. Semi-bold. I have a component for this card already. Okay, let me just do it again. Here we have this. Here we have this. And then this could be food domain. Then we have stomach care. So that is nearby restaurant. And then we can have finally we can have available foods. Available foods. Let's delete this. Oh, sorry. Yes, so we have, I go see here. Yeah, let's go and pick an image. Okay, so let's go pick an image. What we want is a swallow. That's a swallow for us. Change it, yeah. And then here we can do rice and beans. Rice and beans. Okay, so that's for rice and beans. And increase it. And deactivate all of this. So here we can do amala and ewedu. And you can do rice and beans. So yeah, this is the end of this tutorial, and let's see what we have here. Let me take this to the component page. So we can see a list of the different items that make up of our component: the logo, the heading, the sliders, buttons, icons, cards, status, and toolbars. But since we are through with this, we can delete this. Let me take that to the component icon or icon component. Yeah. And yeah, we went from 0 to this amazing work, and it's been amazing. Let's bring it here. And this is how we design. So thank you for staying up to this hour, and I hope that you really gained a lot, and you can go over this. If you would like to have this resource, just let me know. I can make it available on the underneath this video. Let's tidy up. Let's tidy up this and make it 24 instead of 32. So yeah, that makes, so our bottom nav bars can come here. We might continue this later on as I deem fit, but for now, thank you for staying with me on this tutorial, and I look forward to hearing what you think of the video. Give it a thumbs up, give it a likes as you enjoy it, and I'll see you in another video. So let me know what video or what we should work on next, and I would look into that. Drop your comments, drop your feedback, share this video, like it, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.